Hi, I'm Courtney, and today I'm going to be telling you about a wonderful adventure game I've been playing called Valiant Hearts: The Great War.
Between 1914 and 1918, inside the trenches of the Western Front, millions of men fought, lived, and died. Here are their stories.
Valiant Hearts is a puzzle adventure game that's set during the First World War. In the game, you play 4 different characters, and they have these different tasks that they have to do throughout the game. I play the game on PC, but I use an Xbox controller. And you move around in the game as though from side to side, so it's a side scroller. But aside from jumping and shooting things, you have to solve these little puzzles. And what I love about it is that these puzzles are tricky, but fun. So I first started playing the game because my partner games a lot, and I wanted to know more about his love for games. But a lot of what he plays are very violent, and I'm not into violent games or games where you have to kill people and things like that. So he got me this game because he thought I'd like the art style and the puzzles. So like I said, I don't like violent games, and Valiant Hearts does have a bit of shooting, but the main thing is the story and the puzzles. And the story is that as the war breaks, France starts deporting all their German citizens, and one of them is one of the main characters whose name is Karl, who's a farmer. So he gets separated from his beloved wife Marie and father-in-law Emile. When the war finally starts, Karl starts fighting for the Germans while Emile enlists with the French army. And as you might have guessed, later on the son-in-law has to fight his father. And then there's this nurse who is helping people, and this man named Freddie who joins the war effort after his wife is killed in a bombing. And what's amazing is that all these stories actually happened. The developers based the story on the real life letters that were exchanged by these characters during the war. So I find this very sad and also very touching.
Although I cannot write these words, and the time has come to part, your stories will always remain, as will your valiant hearts.
I'd recommend the game to people who like puzzle games and something different from all the shooters and RPGs that are out there. It's a game that has a lot of heart, and it might be good for people who appreciate a good story, and for people who like war history too. Because there is a feature in the game that lets you click little icons throughout the levels that give you different historical facts and things about the war. And I just love that. Well, that was Valiant Hearts: The Great War, a game you should check out. I'm gonna go now, but you can join me on Just Kids right here on FBC TV, weekdays at 6:30 and in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoons.
Lives shattered. Love lost. One day, a farmer. The next, a soldier. Sent far from home and torn from their loved ones. These unexpected heroes are swept away into the great war that rages on, always hungry for more. War makes men mad. But humanity can shine from even the darkest hours. And those valiant hearts stand up, fighting for love, friendship, and honor. To the point of sacrificing everything, even their own life. Some made it. Some did not. These are their stories.
I'm Courtney, and you're watching Serious Gamer.